Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you are so very welcome indeed, my darlings. Yes, welcome to Fumi Nation land. Yes, darling, positivity, light, fashion, beauty, of which we are going to do a lot of. But before that, my darlings, we have what? A Fumi Nation meet and greet for the 20th of July. And darlings, please come looking your best, darling. Show up and show out. New York did it, and I was like, oh wow, I lived for it. And I just thought, let me just mention it to you guys too. Show up and show out, my darlings. I cannot wait. It's going to be a fabulous day, and we got so much going on top of which we're going to have an exclusive to my brand, exclusive only to you, my darlings. Tickets are below. Cannot wait to see you there. Talking about showing up and showing out, this is one of my all-time favorite outfits because it's got a bag to match. I live and I love it. Should I get up so that you can see it? Is this not fabulous? I live and love. I absolutely live and love it. And I got this at Express. It was my darling husband who bought this for me when we were dating, when we first dating, and I just loved it. I just thought it was so cool. So yes, my darling, we're going to go out for a little lunchaloops, and I thought, why not? The weather is fantastic here in London. My God. Anyway, why are we here? We're here because there's a shocking threat that Sean Diddy Combs has issued. Shocking threat Sean Diddy Combs has issued to his ex, Jennifer Lopez, from behind bars, and how she's top of his revenge list if he dodges jail. Wow. Let's read. Jennifer Lopez has a target on her back courtesy of her S-Beast ex Sean Diddy Combs. The singer has long severed all contact and ties with the shamed rapper, and that's at the root of the disgusting threats he has slapped her with as he languishes in one of America's most hellhole jails, RadarOnline.com reveals. Oh wow, this is not a joke. Wait, hold on, let me just... What? A source close to the trafficking accused Combs, 55, banged up at the Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center, New York, as he sits trial on federal charges including racketeering, said he's been saying she has been disloyal by not coming forward as a character witness for him, and that she is top of his revenge hit list if he gets out of jail. He's convinced she has him to thank for her entire career, and that she should be showing loyalty to him. I kind of sort of agree. There was a time, circa 2003 to circa 2007, 2002 to like 2007, it was as if Jennifer Lopez owned the world. The PR machine that was behind her, supporting her, was unreal. Jennifer Lopez was all over the place. When I tell you all over, everything she touched turned to gold dust. Yes, it did. She had a #1 album, and she had a #1 film within the same week. And I know this because I was an extra on her music videos and her films. She was the hottest thing since Pockets on Jeans, and everybody loved and adored her. I remember that peak. And Diddy was responsible for a lot of that. He brought Benny Medina, her manager, to her. Yes, Diddy did. Diddy is guilty of a lot of things, but there's a lot of things that he did for people, and for us that are older, 56 out here in these streets. We remember. We what? We remember. Okay, but the insider also laughed. Diddy seems to think he has the upper hand. That's how insane this man's ego is. But none of these types of threats are going to make a difference to JLo. She's totally done with Diddy and not going to be intimidated by him or anyone else. Remember, homegirl is from the Bronx. Don't play with me, okay? Diddy, I think advice for you, in the event that you walk up out of there, I will go and sit down very quietly, because the way you walked in is not the way that you might come out. Things have changed. Nobody got time for you, and we all know your bedroom secrets. So if I were you, I would keep very quiet. It goes on to say, Combs is being held without bail as he faces an array of charges, and all of that is coming to an end. Remember, I talked about it yesterday. The allegations, some dating back decades, including allegations of ape abuse and harassment. There's no suggestion Lopez had any knowledge of the alleged abuse, and I agree to an extent, because she was so big, she was so huge, that it would have been self-sabotage for Diddy to have done that to her, because all of this would have come to the surface way sooner than later. He couldn't afford it. And on top of it, which I've already mentioned, JLo in those days, she was the goose that laid the golden egg. 110%. She and Combs famously dated from 1999 to 2001 and remained in contact for years later. A source said Diddy and JLo had a meaningful relationship and remained in contact long after it ended. It's true. Jennifer is a kind of nicey girl. She's nice. She's not trying to make enemies when it's not necessary. And the two of them had twins with different partners. She had with Mark Anthony, and of course Diddy had with the late Kim Porter. She had fraternal and he had identical, but they both had twins. And even during COVID, you know, they were virtually, you know, doing dance-offs and stuff like that. They must have also collabed many times, because there's money out here, there's collaborations out here, and they were like, you know what, it doesn't have to get that deep. Diddy and JLo had a meaningful relationship and remained in contact long after it ended. He really thought she'd reach out and show at least some support, even if she wasn't willing to testify for him. Diddy, please stop. You don't know what it was out here. You were inside, and people can only tell you to an extent, and also tell you what you want to hear. Oh, it's okay, it's not that bad, we live and love you. You had Diddy Dum out here, t-shirts, Free Diddy and all of that, and they were paying them, I think, £100 or something like that for a day or something like that. I can't remember. But you were very delusional, and that's ego, that's arrogance, those all of those things that still came and met your demise. Jennifer cannot touch you with a 10-foot pole in the event you come out. She'll sabotage her career. She's 50, she's going to be 56 this summer. This is all she got. Do you think she's going to sabotage that for you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Out of everyone to back away from him, she's the one he's most bitter about. Child, please. And you cheated on her. Yeah, we know that too. Combs is also said to be out to get all the celebs who reveled in his now famous parties, including Jamie Foxx and Ashton Kutcher, but who have now treated him like he's the plague. Well, you know, Jamie Foxx had a stroke. So Jamie Foxx wasn't even here to know what was happening to you, because he didn't know where he was. He just came up out of it. His family held him down. Nobody knew exactly what was going on. He was just at the BET Awards where he wept, and he's so grateful for life. He also had a stand-up, sit-down kind of comic reality doodah, One Night Only, where he talked about how this stroke nearly took him out. And he was like, I'm Jamie Foxx. And yet he had to learn to walk again and all of that, dress himself. So please. Ashton Kutcher also had a very grave illness. He has a twin. I didn't know he was a twin. And he was out here. He had lost some weight. A lot, as a matter of fact. And he had one or two things. If I were you, I would be quiet. In one particular disturbing account, a woman claimed the rapper dangled her from a balcony, threatening to ill her. Yeah. We know of your shenanigans, Dids. Even though Lopez, also 55, has not publicly commented on the case, she has faced scrutiny from her ex-husband, Ohani Noah, 50, who accused her in a social media post of attending one of Combs' infamous parties. Ohani is trying to get some coin. He ain't nobody. He wanted to come out and do a tell-all of JLo, but JLo had the clamps on him. So he's trying to be out here to be relevant. Maybe he can get a reality show, reality series, reality podcast, reality TikTok, reality Instagram. Anybody who will look at him and to say one or two things. Oh, honey, we don't care. She was dating the man. Of course, she was at the parties. But the parties that she was at, she was there at a certain time before the action took off and out. So please, be quiet. Here he goes. In October, he wrote online about attending the bashes. But my ex-wife, Jennifer Lopez, also known as JLo, did. Ask her, why are you so concerned? Why don't you go and sit down somewhere and see how you can make legit money? Legit money. Just be quiet. Nobody cares, because we know that you are a grab-on. You're not sincere. You don't care about Diddy. You just want your name to be in circulation. In these circles, I don't know why, but please go and sit down. When Miami police raided Combs' mansion, they discovered an arsenal of weapons and drugs, including cocaine, temamine, hallucinogens, along with disassembled rifles, toys, and thousands of bottles of baby oil neatly arranged in cabinets like trophies. Like I said, homeboy thought that he was the mob in the mafia. They gotta get him on a couple of things. Will they? Will the prosecution have proved their case enough? It's yet to be seen. But Jennifer Lopez, if you were trying to get her, it should have been circa 1997. When they had the po, pow pow at the club. That's when you should have got her. Now, you know, hey, I don't know. In the past years, Lopez spoke favorably about Combs, saying in 2014 that he taught me so many things, adding that there was still mutual respect and admiration. But those days are long gone. That sounds very much like Benny Medina, who said, how much for me to write this up? An insider said everyone around her understands that mentioning him is strictly off limits, her aura. And you know she's broken up with Ben for the second round. So she's really investing in herself. And the other day I saw yes, her love does cost a thing. Yeah, she's gotten older. Wiser is yet to be seen. But she said, you know what, I've experienced this 1 or 2 times. Let me just click my heels to the side. She's finished staying silent just to keep her image intact. Diddy's become toxic and the entire industry is aware of it. What did I say yesterday? That in the event that Diddy does make it out of jail for whatever reason, the case is not strong enough, of which I have sincerely, aired out my own little grievances. The industry is not going to touch him, because to align yourself with Diddy is to also, in a sense, co-sign with everything that was immoral and he had gotten away with for decades. They're not going to do that. They still want to sell records. They still want to make movies. He's not going to be at the Academy Awards sitting alongside Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. It's not going to work. And Jennifer Lopez is not trying to be alienated because she's trying to be loyal to Diddy, loyal to the man that cheated on her. God knows what else. And she said, I'll take it to the grave because I really want to keep my image clean. So I'll just be quiet. But I promise you, you are not invited to any lunch, neither my birthday party in July. That's all I can tell you, my darlings. That's all I can tell you. Right here is just, tete-a-tete. And I just thought I'll come out here with you. I'll show my little dress and then I'll go out for lunch because I really just love the dress bag combo. I had another dress. Oh my God, I don't know where it is. I have to go and check in the archives. And it had a panty to match. So that if it blew up for me, you saw the matching panties. They were not panties, they were shorts. And I lived for it. Darlings, that's it. What can I tell you? Do not forget to like, to subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I love you always. And I will see you sooner than later.